Good morning and greetings from Northumberland. Today is Monday, the 13th of July. So this week we pass through our fourth month, the ending of our fourth month of these reflections and the broadcasting of our prayers, starting in March, April, May, June, July, marking the end of the fourth month. It's been a long time, and thank you for staying with me in such regular numbers over that time. A couple of things I want to say of a practical nature this morning. Firstly, our prayer list. I'll hold it up. This is our current prayer list, nearly 4 columns of the sick and those who have died. And the prayer list changes from time to time, and we're always really happy when we're asked to put people on the prayer list, but it's hard sometimes to keep track of it. So I am asking people this week to let me know if you want people put onto the list, so that I can reform it in the middle of this week. And I don't mind if I put everybody on again, and I don't mind if it gets double the length. That's not the important thing. But what I do want to do is to have the opportunity to make sure it's as up to date and as accurate as possible. So if you have someone who I have been praying for and it's okay to stop, let me know. And if it is someone who we've been praying for and you want me to continue, let me know. And if there's someone new that you want adding to the list, also let me know. We keep the departed on for about 2 weeks, and then we drop them off unless people ask us to keep them on, and we're happy to do that if you want us to. That's just a practical note, but our prayer and our intercession is at the heart of what we do every day, and so we want to make that a living relationship between us and God, but also between each other in this sort of dispersed, internet-driven community. So that's point 1. Point 2 is we're going on to Isaiah this week. Now, Isaiah is really at least 3 people, 3 schools of writing, spanning the 8th century BC to the 6th century BC, spanning more than 100 years, maybe 200 years, looking at Israel before exile, in exile, after exile. That doesn't matter so much, but the Isaiah we're looking at this week is the first Isaiah. And we often read him as we come up to Christmas and around the Christmas season, around the incarnation season, when we think of the prophecies of the child, of the servant, as the one who will fulfill God's purpose. But we're having a little week of Isaiah as we look at the prophets at this time. And thirdly, and this makes it a bitty talk, but I wanted to just say this, today in our gospel, it's one of those strange, quirky gospels that seems to be made up of a whole group of things that Jesus said and got stuck together in his teaching to the 12 as they were going to do what he called them to do, go out and to share God's love. And he makes the point, I think, in these gospel passages, that the important thing is our unity. I talked about synergy yesterday, our linkingness to God. And so the reward we receive is a result of being close to God. The punishment or the persecution we receive might be the result of being close to God. And above all, our closeness, our relationship with God in Jesus Christ is the thing that fuels all our other relationships. So our family relationships, our relationships of friendship, our relationships of love begin with the fact that we are first loved by God and that we respond to love. And everything flows out from that relationship with God. There is no competition between human relationships and and the relationship with God. Because the closer we are to God, the more we are able to be loving people to everyone else. Because we are fueled, we are informed, we are formed by the love of God in us. And so let us pray that God will bless us today as we seek to live close to him and love in his name.